the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And tonight, Danilo Gallinari takes the floor. Has the height of a power forward, the game of a small forward. Kenny, what does he give this team?
Scoring efficiency. You know, lots of threes, lots of free throws, lots of versatility.
Impressive skill level for his size. Can shoot from a standstill and put the ball on the floor.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with a call, and we will see y'all later.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Thunder at the Peak at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So for the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line, a big factor in the outcome.
I mean, come on. How are you going to win on the road if you can't capitalize what's being handed right to you?
Boy, Chris, how much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense after a turnover? These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development, but again, the body language. Is a guy playing hard through his frustration? Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great teammate by encouraging guys? I'm passing to an open player for a better shot. And so those are the things that I look at. And then again, with the pace being at an all-time high, I think now is a new golden era of basketball where you can have so much more fun because you are no longer held to rules of not getting out of the shot clock, not getting on the fast break. Coaches are now encouraging this style, so the game to me is a lot more fun. So hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Bagley is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 down low. Passes it to Gallinari. Back to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. Clark's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Thunder. Hield with it. 26 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Now, here's Fox. D right on him. Can't get it to fall.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Dave Yeager for just a minute. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense, a lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, I know this. The city of Sacramento supports and they live and die with their Kings. I mean, the team came within a hair's breadth of moving. Let's remember that. And for the fans, pride and relief that they prevail.
He's perfect from the line this time. And with the construction of this stunning downtown arena, the Kings' future in Sacramento etched even more permanently.
Yeah, even as the team struggled for wins. But for the fans watching their team suit up, the hope of having a good team in this state-of-the-art arena is a victory in itself.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allowed way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
Chance to see stats for Paul. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 6th in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league, I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Not watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Gallinari passes to Robertson. Gallinari on the wing. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And you talk about that quick twitch athletes have. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the lane. Chris definitely an attack guard.
Oh, yeah, and it's not just his quickness, Kevin. I mean, it's his mentality, his aggressiveness. He's very competitive. He wants to impose his will on the game, and I love that. Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Chalk up 2 there.
Feathery shot from the clever veteran. I mean, Paul's timing and release just right.
The Kings trail by 7. Fox kicks to Bagley. Back to Fox. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Robertson. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Ian Clark. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Bielitsa comes in for Bagley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hield. Clock at 4. Here's Ariza. And that one hits back iron. Oklahoma City leading by 7. To the inside. And Adams kicks to Ferguson. Pass to Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Bogdanovic. The Kings trail by 9. Now the pass to Holmes. Down low, Fox. It's deflected.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Schroeder against Fox. The 15-footer, and it's Schroeder missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Fox against Schroeder. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
I used to be holding the camera. Hated the dance, now you wonder what. That's praying to me like my hand will go down. We love good time, but I feel like Santana. Seems like in this one, she Hannah Montana. I was pleased, Tony Montana.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Thunder in fourth.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich.
Thunder foul call. That's his first personal foul.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Fox. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Driving with ferocity. I mean, when Fox puts it on the deck, he's fantastic at finding ways to finish.
Schroeder kicks to Noel. Pass to Ferguson. 6 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting, 90% from the line.
One shot, find the lanes.
Here's Fox. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Now, here's Fox. A 12-point game. Five on the clock. Lets it go. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Trevor Ariza out there with Bielitsa, and it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Passes it to Ferguson. Chris, do you think hustle is a skill? And if you do, or want to even tackle that, who are some of the guys that you think hustle is as much as any players in the league?
Not only is hustle a skill, but your motor and hustle is the most underrated skill in basketball, I believe. Think about Draymond Green's impact in Oakland.
Yes.
What he's done for that team. How about a Patrick Beverley, a Marcus Smart, a Kawhi Leonard? These guys definitely can change the pace of the game, especially in the playoffs where every possession matters and the fans are hung on every movement that you do. The fans are waiting and anticipating every play, and all they want is someone to do something so they can get up and get excited. Well, nothing gets the crowd more excited than diving on the floor, saving a possession for your team. You getting a layup on the other end, and these are the guys I would bet first that would make a play like that happen.
Skill indeed. Good point. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Chris, Trevor Ariza, a player who does all the little things to help you win games.
Steady. I mean, he does the work. He doesn't complain. I mean, he's a soldier. One of those guys who will run through a wall if that's what it takes to win.
Both teams will make substitutions. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Chris Paul.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
The Thunder leading by 14. Kicks it to Clark. Gallinari right side. Over Bagley. And it's Gallinari missing. Kings have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hield outside. Gallinari against Fox. And that one is good. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. He kicks it to Dedmon. With the fadeaway. Here's Hield, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. Barnes looking around. Back to Dedmon. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Hield. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Paul outside from downtown bangs home the trifecta.
Timeout.
Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
You got to appreciate how assured Paul is. He takes pride in torching the D on the catch and shoot.
Timeout called by the Kings.
I mean, you look at Chris Paul, he didn't play in the last 2 All-Star games, but he's a top 15 player in this league.
some numbers on Fox. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. He's a tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
And Chris Paul, All-NBA first or second team just about every single season. And perennial first-team All-Defense.
But get this, only 3 point guards in league history have averaged 18 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals for an entire season. Russell Westbrook, he did it once, Isaiah twice, and Chris Paul 5 times.
The Kings trail by 17. Fox passes to Barnes. Kicks it to Dedmon. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That's his first personal foul.
For Sacramento, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Fox passes to Hield. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gallinari. Buddy Hield grew up in a tough area in the Bahamas. Didn't have a lot of things the rest of us all take for granted.
Yeah, he slept in a room with all 6 of his ceilings. At the crack of dawn, he'd tiptoe over them. I mean, think about this. To make sure he got to school on time, he had to be the first in his kitchen to boil water for his bath. I mean, what a story. Shows you where he came from, but also shows you what he's about.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
Free throw drops for Hield. C-Web, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they could throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating?
Wow.
Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. So it's Sacramento now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I like how he'll get solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
Robertson kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Clark. Here's Robertson, covered by Hield. Here's Robertson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Top of the key, Bagley. Back to Fox. Bagley with the ball. Now guard. Fox against Paul. Here's Barnes. It's good. Barnes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
The pass to Clark. Gallinari outside. And Robertson has it in the corner. He dishes it to Noel. Robertson kicks to Clark. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. The shot's good from Robertson.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here is Hield. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, it's obvious that Hield is a talented player. Whether he takes that next leap to stardom, that's up to him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Ian Clark out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Gallinari. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Robertson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
De'Aaron Fox, C-Webb, with a very slender build. Does that concern you at all?
Not at all. I love his wiry strength. It holds up the contact better than you might think. Plus his speed beats strength any day. He's got to stay in the weight room, though. He knows. Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Down low. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here's Paul. He's got 7. That's tipped, but he gets it back. Clark kicks to Gallinari. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Paul. Overhealed, and Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 9.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Timeout called by the Kings. As you talk about IQ for the game, skill and competitive desire, few can rival Chris Paul.
Well, his buddies LeBron and Wade tease him about having a Napoleon complex. But whatever the reason, his motivation and perfection, it's impossible to mistake.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Oklahoma City.
And the corner three has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup. They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
Now, here's Fox. He has 6. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Last year, getting it done. 4th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. And Robertson has it in the corner. Inside, just 5 on the clock. Clark for 3. They get the rebound. And Adams with the slam.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Bielitsa comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Fox. So here's Gallinari. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shoots from 14. And he can't bank that one in. The Kings trail by 11. Bogdanovic finds Holmes. Healed outside. 6 to shoot. Over Gallinari. Holmes passes to Bogdanovic. He goes up again. Bagley, no good.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Now, here's Bagley. He's got 6. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hield. Lays it up off the glass. Hield's got 8.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Think about Hield. I mean, wow, the college player of the year, his senior season at Oklahoma. Look, he made dramatic improvement over his college career. And he's done the same thing here in the pros.
Noel checks in for Gallinari. And a change for Sacramento. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Bagley. The Thunder leading by 11. And Hield, Chris, is shooting well over 40% from three-point range the last couple seasons.
Think about this. He's crept into the top 20 all-time in career percentage. That alone will keep him in the league for a long time. And his overall game, it's only getting better.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Thunder have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
One shot.
The Kings trail by 14. Pass to Ariza. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. And he converts the layup.
Well, there's not much else the D can do. Ariza is too long inside, effortlessly getting off his shot just in time.
Schroeder kicks to Noel, out to the right wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Back to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Hield. 8 points for him. Outside Bogdanovich. Releases. Ferguson with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was time.
Here's Hield. Shoots over Schroeder, and the jumper is on the mark. And that's 10 points for Buddy Hield.
Hield doesn't fear anyone. Phenomenal at keeping his eyes on the rim. He enjoys sinking these tough shots.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Kings trail by 14, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Bialica is out there with Holmes. Then it's Heel. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. Now here's Heel. Pass to Bialica. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 17 points was their biggest margin. Some changes for Sacramento. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Buddy Hield. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Pass to Robertson. 6 to shoot. From the left block, he sends it through. Robertson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Oklahoma City. The Kings trail by 16. The pass to Bialica. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Bialica. Ariza kicks to Fox. Shoots over Schroeder. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 8 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's Schroeder to the inside. Dedmon with the block. Ariza outside. Passes to Fox. Back to Ariza. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Gallinari outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 12 to the middle. Here's Dedmon. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Dedmon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Robertson, and stolen by Ariza. Outside Bogdanovich. Tipped away. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder outside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Ariza. There's the pass to Fox. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
A really solid performance here in front of the home crowd. He may not be the star of this team, but nights like this are what make him a fan favorite. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
And that one's good, Barnes.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Fox against Paul. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Ariza. To the middle. Here's Fox. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, they still got work to do, but what a job they've done to get back into this.
Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
Fields checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sweet little floater. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Does it get any better than that when Paul has the ball on the string? It's creative.
Hield left side. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
Here's Paul. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Clark, covered by Hield. It's stolen by Bagley. He gets it in there. And the Thunder lead by 9.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're behind by 9. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bagley. Barnes dishes to Hield. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
My buddy, you can't give Hield these mid-range Jays. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari in the corner. Back to Paul. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. Clark finds Robertson. Over Barnes. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Paul outside. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.